Alright, what's good? So I'm gonna just restart this whole video all over again because in the first take I said too many swear words and YouTube don't like swear words no more. So I gotta be a good innocent human being for this video, alright? Cause YouTube likes to get worse with their rules every single day. But that's besides the point. Y'all saw that title, so now let's just get into this. Yes, I've been jumped. I've been jumped 49 times throughout my life. Okay, that's a lie, but let's start. So like this happened back in like the 7th grade, I'm pretty sure. Of like and like it was like almost about to get to the point where we're like it was going to like school was about to end and then we was going to go into the 8th grade, but I'll talk about that later. So I had beef with this kid for like 6 months before this whole incident, and like I'm not the type of person to go be starting for no reason. So I know damn well whatever this was, it was definitely that fault. Alright? I'm just gonna get that out the way now, but like I wasn't taking this seriously at all. Like I was just like I was beefing with this person, but I wasn't taking it seriously. And like back then in the 7th grade, I was a little too. So that's another factor. But he started taking that to the heart. So like he started getting more aggressive, you can say. So one time I came into school with a broken leg, and then that same day that bitch pulled my crutches while I was just trying to go about my day. And also I had this kid for my first, I mean it wasn't just him, it was him and another kid. I had them for my first period, and after that I didn't see them. Bro, it's hard not to cuss. Why is it this hard? I think my the way I talk is just messed up now. Permanently. I just can't stop. I just can't say no swear words, but I have to. And the swear words I'm going to say, I'm going to have to censor in this video, but it is what it is. So that's besides the point. Like one time, yeah, and like from where I'm from, it is heavily advised against snitching. So that's the like if you were like, oh, why didn't you just like say something to begin with? If I snitched, I would have got jumped earlier. It's heavily advised against snitching where I'm from. So that's why I didn't do nothing about all this. So like to make a long story short, one time he like when I was walking out of my first period, this fuck is like sucker punched me in the back of my head. And I walked up to him like after he did that, and I said, "You do that again, then we gonna have to fight." And like it was a good thing that we were both little bitches because like I'm not saying this to act cool, but me now if I like sometimes I just want to fight when I'm bored, and like sometimes if the lowest thing like if the lowest argument is happening now, I mean I'm smart enough to not like engage with that stuff no more, but like I'm not just going to take from nobody no more like that, like how I did back then. So like we were both little ass boys back then, but that's besides the point. So like you want to know what happened again after that? You want to know what happened? You really want to know what happened? He did that shit again. Did not matter at all. Like of course he was. What did I expect him to listen? Like I don't know what was going through my mind. But like so that's when I got jumped when he did it again. And this was during like a lunch period where we got to go out onto the field for a little bit of time, and when we had to come back in to go to our next period, and I was walking to my next period, he did that shit again, and I was just like, I wasn't trying to deal with that right now, so I was just trying to walk to my next period all peacefully, and then these like a group of like 40 or 30 started like walking with me and shit. And I was just done with that shit because this shit was not letting it go. And I was about like, alright, now I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you now, like on hood. Like I don't fuck with you no more. I mean, I didn't like you to begin with, but still. And I don't know why I did this to this day, but I stood on top of this like little ledge thing on like this flower bed area, or like, yeah, and like I stood on top of that, and I jumped off trying to hit him. And of course, can you guess what happened? I successfully hit him and knocked him out. Nah, I failed that. I failed and hit the ground, and then I got jumped by 30 people. Like I seen like a few videos of it. Yeah, it's about like 30 people, and a bunch of them, like most of them, didn't even know me personally. They just jumping me just because, and that should give you a good like description of my area and how it is over here. Yeah, if you want to know what it feels like to get jumped, if you like, since I had so much, alright, I'm not gonna entirely fault myself because I had so much adrenaline built up that I just forgot what I was doing. So, and also, if you want to know what getting jumped, well, for me at least, when I got jumped, it literally just felt like everybody was laying on me, and apparently people were like stomping me and like beating the shit out of me, but I didn't feel none of that. Thankfully, everybody was weak apparently, because I only left out with a concussion. See, a kid from a school next to me got jumped and he. See, I was lucky. I didn't. But yeah, I got that. Like, it was only like for like 15 seconds too, and then everybody ran off like always, and then I got pulled into the office. Well, I picked up my shoes and I already started walking over there, and one of my homies walked up to me, talking about like, oh yeah, we finna get this get back shit. I mean, if I really tried to, we could have, but like I didn't do shit. But we're gonna get into that in a little bit. So I walked towards the office. I'm like putting on my shoes and shit, and they like call me in, and they're like, "All right, so what happened?" And like I told them, that's the only time where I snitched, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it was this kid, this one specifically. He started that." And guess what happened to him? Can you guess? Not a damn thing. But he was in the room, like he was in a room not next to mine, but like a little bit like farther, like down the hallway in an office. And I walked up to his door, and I started shit talking some more. Like I did not care. And they pulled me back into the room. Well, they pulled me back into the room. Then they got me into like this conference room, and my sister and my dad was there. And my sister was like pissed off, like she was screaming and everything, cause she like we like this school that I went to is known for being ghetto. Like it's known for like kids pulling up with guns in their backpacks and shit. Like it's just known for that. And she went to this school and been through the same stuff that I've been through. And like I forgot what they did, but they ended up expelling. Well, no, suspending me for 5 days. And then like I came back. Like I came back after that 5 days, and like as soon as I came back, they ended up searching me just for no reason. See, like throughout my whole life, my school district has genuinely just been against me because I've been in trouble so many times in elementary, and I don't even know if I've been in trouble prior to this incident in middle school. So I don't know, but they probably just knew my history and just didn't trust me. So they searched me, and at the time, I think I had like a taser and a lighter in the shape of a shotgun shell. And then they suspended me for that again, I think. And like I know, okay, yeah, I know I said I got expelled. I mean, I did get expelled in middle school, but it wasn't for this incident. It was for a different incident that was could be another story for the future, but that also is some bullshit on why I got expelled. It's another bullshit incident that they just needed an excuse to expel me for. But yeah, so I got in trouble for I basically got in trouble for getting jumped. And I get this. When we came back for school the next year in the 8th grade, I had the same kid in one of my, I think it was my second period class. Like they did absolutely nothing. Like when people tell you to just like tell a teacher or stuff like that about incidents, I might not have the best advice, but it's kind of better to just take that into your own. Like it's your problem. Don't bring anybody else for your problem. It's better to just take it up with, just get that solved with your own self. Not bring anybody else with it. But don't take my advice. You might have a school that actually cares. Who knows? See, mine didn't, and they especially hated me, so they did not do a damn thing about me getting jumped. but suspend me and do nothing to all 30 kids that did it. Alright? Moral of the story, don't be a dumbass. That's all I could say, cause also there was a rumor that the reason I got jumped was cause I said the N word. What? What kind of bullshit is that? It was really cause apparently I said something about, like, back when we were like arguing, I said something about his mom that he didn't like, and like I stand on that to this day, bro. Fuck that. That's the end of this video. Now I'm gonna have to edit it, bro. Please like and subscribe so I can feed my family. My school district like hates me, and I've been expelled twice. But we gonna talk about this because I know it sounds like I'm a bad person. They even try to paint me like a bad person because of all my incidents. Cause I'm going through some legal stuff, but like trust me, I'm innocent. All right, that's the end of this video. Well, have a nice day.